Stick around for the top 5 ways to reason with a narcissist or sociopath. Anywhere between 1 and 5% of people are born with sociopathic traits or are just sociopaths. If you are someone who has empathy, ironically, it's very hard to envision a world where you wouldn't have that ability. So if you find yourself in a discussion with a sociopath or narcissist, there are appeals that work and appeals that don't work. And I want to clarify really quick that sociopathy and narcissism are two separate pathologies, but in my experience, I see them playing very nicely on the playground, and so I'm going to lump them together. First, let's cover what does not work. Any appeal to empathy, like imagine if you were in their shoes. They would not be able to even imagine the pair of shoes. The next is appeals to morality, such as, but it's the right thing to do. Quote your philosophers, quote your religious texts. It's inconsequential to the sociopath or narcissist. Next is guilt or shame. Phrases like, how could you be so heartless? They do not care. Next, personal anecdotes. This is one that I extremely caution against. Do not give a narcissist or a sociopath any personal anecdotes. They are not going to treat your story with any amount of reverence. In fact, worst case scenario, they'll take your story and use it against you later. So let's go into appeals that do work. You have to remember that the narcissist/sociopath is really primarily interested in one thing, and that is self-preservation. So that means narcissists and sociopaths really value money. You can pretty much have their ear if you can convince them that your stance will increase their material means. Next is power. Power for a narcissist can manifest in many ways. So sure, you see narcissists and sociopaths going for positions of political office, but power can also be just power over other people. So if you notice like someone's a ringleader in their friend group and that one person's opinion is valued over the others, that person might just be a narcissist. They also really value social standing. So again, this could be material social standing like wealth, or it could just be having the adoration of a bunch of people, looking for special treatment. And then that can manifest in terms of they go for positions of power in their life. Next is perception by others or self-perception. So they want to be perceived well. So typically you'll see a lot of sociopaths and narcissists being very charming people. They may not feel what other people feel, but they know how to mimic other people's emotions, to manipulate the people around them. If you can find ways in your argument that could validate the perception that they're going for, then you really got their attention. Honestly, what I see go hand in hand is the narcissist loves to be the victim and they also love to be the smartest person in the room. So everyone's out to get them, but they are also the expert. You can have their ear if you can justify that your point will help them validate their self-perception or validate their social standing. Whatever benefits the sociopath or narcissist is what's going to get you heard